Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda channel. So this is your revision batch before exam. I will take only 4 class plus 1. 4 class means 4 module we will finish and 1 class for your doubt session, and I will just show you the types of question that will come in your exam. So in your BRBL subject there are total 4 module. Out of 4 module, C and D are very much important. So if you want to focus on the particular subject, so please focus on C and D. You can easily get 70 plus marks. Okay, now module D. It's a commercial and other law with reference to the banking operation. So module D contain total 9 acts, module C contain total 10 acts, module B contain total 4 acts, and module A contain total 2 acts. So there are total 25 acts that you have to study in your BRBL subject. So focus on D and C. That's why first of all I will just teach you D, then C, then B, then A. Okay, now these are the 9 acts. Indian Contract Act 1872, just try to learn the year which is given here. Okay, just try to learn the year. So guys, Indian Contract Act 1872, the Sales of Good Act 1930, the Indian Partnership Act 1932, the Company Act 2013, Limited Liability Partnership 2008, Transfer of Property 1882, the Right to Information Act 2005, Information Technology 2000, and Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. Okay, so these are the 9 acts that we have to study. Now, Indian Contract Act. So guys, Indian contract is nothing but that is totally based on this formula. Suppose if X person want to purchase a car from Y company. So X is offering that I want to purchase this car. Y have accepted this one. Offer plus acceptance is equal to promise. Promise in legal term or law term it is called agreement. So offer plus acceptance is equal to agreement also. Okay. So class, agreement can be social one, agreement can be religious one, agreement can be legal one. So social and religious, suppose if mama is giving us breakfast offering, we are not accepting. We cannot go to the court because that is a social one. That's happened day to day life. Religious, suppose one temple is going to be made. I just promised that I will take 10 lakh rupees, but later on I didn't give. This is called religious agreement. It cannot be executed. But the legal one can be executed. Legal one means which have a law enforceability. It means one party have option to file the case. That is called law enforceability. So class, in offer acceptance, when the legal agreement is attached to the law enforceability, that is called contract. The car is consideration and the rupees is consideration for one person. So this is a basic formula of contract that apply to each and every example. We are going to restaurant, that is contract. We are just parking our car, that is contract. You have just purchased the paid badge, that is contract. So there are so many. If a customer is coming in your bank, that is called contract. If a person is taking loan, that is called contract. If a person is keeping jewelry in the bank for the safe custody, that is called contract. So contract is everywhere. Contract is everywhere because one party have a right. Because if two parties entering into contract, it means the rights and obligation are creating and they have to fulfill the rights and obligations. So this is the complete formula of contract. Okay. So contract should be valid one. Contract should be valid one. So what is valid contract? There must be two parties, that is offerer and offeree. Intention to create legal relationship. In any contract, there must be intention to create legal relationship. Okay. In contract, there should be fulfillment of the legal formalities, not social, not religious, but legal formalities the party have to fulfill. In contract, there should be certainty of the meaning. Certainty means clarity in the meaning. Possibility of performance, there should be possibility of the performance of contract. Okay, every contract should be possible to perform. There should be agreement and that agreement must be the legal agreement. Only legal agreement can convert into the contract. There must be free consent without any pressure. The party have to do contract. There must be competence to party. Competence means the person should must be plus 18, sound mind, not disqualified by law. There should be the lawful consideration in contract. There should be the legal object, and the contract should not be void. Void means null and not existence. So this is the essential points of contract, and you have to learn this section 10. Section 10 talks about the essentials of the valid contract. Okay, class. So basically, your Indian Contract Act is divided into two parts: the general principle of contract and the special principle of contract. So in general principle of contract, whatever the formula I have told you, that is the general principle of contract. And in special principle of contract, we have to learn 5 terms. So what are the 5 terms? We will study in the further slide. So I hope so this definition is clear, essential of valid contract. Okay, now if we just talk about how the contract is related to the bank, so see class, there is a trustworthy relationship between bank and customer. If a customer is taking debt, if a customer is taking loan, customer is debtor, bank is creditor. If customer is deposit the money in the bank, customer is creditor, bank is debtor. So that is the relationship between bank and customer. And there are also some special relationship between bank and customer. So it means the contract also exists between the bank and customer. In the trustee and beneficiary, bank act as a trustee because bank have to manage the things which is given by the customer. Bank act as a bailee, bank act as a lessor, bank act as a agent, bank act as a indemnity holder, bank act as a hypothecatee, bank act as a pledgee, as a mortgagee, as a bank advisor, as a custodian, as a guarantor. So class, this particular terms come from the term trust. This is from the term bailment. We will study each and every point. This is from lease. This is from contract of agency. This is from indemnity. This is from hypothecation. This is from pledge. This is from mortgage. That's right. So these are the terms that we are going to discuss in this particular slide. Is that okay? So right now, just understand and learn the relation that what bank act as a trustee, bailee, lessor, agent, indemnity holder, hypothecatee, pledgee, mortgagee, custodian, guarantor, and advisor. So you have to learn these 11 points, and one by one we will discuss each and every point, that what is bailment, what is less, what is lease, what is indemnity, guarantee, etc. Okay, so right now this is a particular relationship. Okay, now see, contract of indemnity. So guys, contract of indemnity means suppose X person have taken the car insurance from Y company. X have taken car insurance from the Y company. Okay, so in car insurance, X have to pay the premium and Y is keeping promise that if anything happened to the car, we will pay. This is called contract of indemnity. So basically, one party promising the other party to make the good its losses. So these losses may arise due to the conduct of promiser himself and conduct by any other person. This is called contract of indemnity. So class, Y is called indemnifier, that is a company, and X is called indemnity holder. Indemnity holder is also called indemnified. And right of indemnity holder, that is given in section 125. This is very much important. So class, section you have to learn whatever the section that I am telling you. That is important one, because sections are very much important. Okay, sections are very much important. I hope so that is clear to all of you. So this is the definition of the term contract. Okay, now what is contract of C class? In contract of indemnity, life insurance cannot be the contract of indemnity, because in life insurance, if a person dead, then only the document will execute and the money will given to the family of the person. But in normal insurance, suppose if we have taken the insurance of 10 lakh for a car, anything happen, suppose if 3 lakh done in the car repairment, so 3 lakh will be given by the company, not 10 lakh. Okay, so this is called contract of indemnity. Contract of guarantee, a very simple definition. Contract of guarantee means principal, debtor, creditor, and this is surety or guarantor. Principal debtor have just taken money from the creditor. if principal debtor is not able to pay the money, the guarantor will pay the money to the creditor, and after paying, guarantor will demand back his money from the principal debtor. So this is called contract of guarantee. And class, this guarantor is the bank also act as a guarantor. The bank also act as a guarantor. Okay, now see, section 126 talks about the contract of guarantee. The contract to perform the promise, discharge the liability of defaulting party in case he failed to fulfill his promise. Is that okay? Principal debtor, the one who borrow and liable to pay. Creditor, the party who has given something of value to borrow and stand to receive payment of that thing. And guarantor, the person who give guarantee to pay the money in the case of default of principal debtor, that is called guarantor. So this is the basic definition of guarantor. And bank also act as a guarantor. See, financial guarantee, in which bank have given the guarantee of a person. Suppose if a person is not able to pay the money. Suppose if the person have to pay 50 lakh rupees. For that 50 lakh, if the bank have giving guarantee to that person, that is called financial guarantee. Performance guarantee, the bank is giving guarantee on the performing of a project, that X person have to perform the project. Suppose if anything mishappened done in the project, the bank will give the guarantee. And deferred payment, suppose if X person have to give the installment to the other person, that is to the seller, on that installment the bank is giving guarantee. That is called deferred payment guarantee. So these are the three types of bank guarantee you have to learn. What is bailment? Section 148. So bailment is basically, suppose if I given TV for repairing, when the TV repair, I just take back my TV and given 2000 rupees. This is called contract of bailment. In the case of bank, suppose if Nikita ma'am have given jewelry to the bank for safe custody, this is called contract of bailment. So Nikita ma'am is called bailer and the bank is called bailee. So bailment is delivery of goods by one person to another for a purpose. Upon a contract, when the purpose is accomplished, goods shall be returned back and disposed of according to the direction of the person delivering them. So this is called what? Bailment. This is the exact definition of the term bailment. Okay. Now, what is pledge? Pledge means, suppose if X person want loan of 10 lakh rupees. Okay. Loan of 10 lakh rupees from Y. In that case, X person is giving movable property as a security. So when we are giving movable property as a security, that is called contract of pledge. Is that okay? So pledge is a kind of bailment. It is also known as pound. Section 172 of Indian contract define this. It means bailment of pledge as a security for repayment of debt and the loan advance and the performance of obligation and promise. That is called this one. Okay. Pledger, powner, pledgee and pawnee. So this is the name. So Nikita ma'am who have taken money from the bank, that is called pledger, powner, and the bank is called pledgee and pawnee. That's it. Contract of agency. So see, in a company, the boss of the company cannot do all the work. So that's why the boss hire the person. So agent is a person who employed to do any act for another and to represent another in dealing with a third person. Okay. Principal, the person for whom such act is done and who is so represented, that is called principal. Agent, principal. Okay, that's it. So what is contract of agency? The relationship between principal and agent is called contract of agency. Now see the special types of agent. Spatial agent, the agent who is appointed to do a singular specific act. General agent, all the act relating to the specific job. Sub-agent, when the agent appoint the another agent, that is called sub-agent. Co-agent, the agent doing work jointly, that is called co-agent. It means the principal or have hired the more agent. Factor, the agent who is remunerated by commission. Broker, that's create the contractual relationship between the two parties. Auctioneer, who just sell for the principal. Commission agent, who buy and sell the goods. Del credit, who take the extra commission. Extra commission means remuneration is there, commission is there, but he's just taking extra commission for each and every word. Okay, so please read all the points carefully. That is very much important. Done class? I hope so. That is clear to all of you. If you have any doubt now. So at 12th of December, the doubt session will be there. Okay. At 12th of December, the doubt session will be there. Okay. Now let's move toward the sales of good act. So class, first of all, the sales of good act deal with the movable property. If we want to sell the movable property, this act is there. Okay. Now the difference between sale and agreement to sale. Okay. What is sale? A contract in which the party have already performed their part. A contract in which the party have already performed. So we can say that in one word, the sale is present sale and agreement to sale is the future sale. Now understand the point. So class, in sale, the party have already performed their part. Okay. Agreement to sale, parties yet to perform their part. It means remaining is something is remaining. In sale, ownership is already transferred, but in agreement to sale, it is yet to transfer. In present sale, the buyer have already given the money and the seller have given the ownership. Suppose if anything loss will be happen to the goods, in that case only the buyer is liable because now the owner is buyer. But in this case, the seller is liable for risk in good. Okay. In sale, if suppose seller does not deliver the goods and the buyer have given the money, so the buyer can file a suit and demand the specific performance and delivery of the goods. Exactly. In agreement to sale, if seller does not deliver the goods, the buyer can claim only the damages, cannot demand the delivery of sale because it is not yet concluded. Exactly. It's the choice of seller. He can just give it to the another person. Suppose if buyer does not pay the goods, the seller can claim, file a suit, demand the price. And in agreement to sale, the seller may not part with the goods until he is paid the price. Exactly. So this is the basic difference between sale and agreement to sale. Please read this point. Is that okay? Done class? So this is important one. Now, what is condition and warranty? Condition is basically suppose if we demand from the shopkeeper a bottle which can store the hot water. But in my home, when I just pour the bottle become blast. In that case, I have a right that I can breach the contract. I can breach the contract, or either I can what? Just ask for the refund. That is called condition. But in warranty, suppose if the shopkeeper had given me warranty of my battery of my mobile of 6 months. So within 1 month, if my battery is damaged, so in that case, the shopkeeper will what? The shopkeeper will basically the shopkeeper will just give me the free service of the battery. That is called warranty. So warranty is the replacement of the things, not the whole product, but the material. And in condition, the breach and refund is there. Okay. Caveat emptor is a legal term. It means let the buyer be aware. Suppose if buyer is going for the local market for shopping, so it is a buyer liability to just select the things with his open eyes. With his open eyes. So this is your caveat emptor. That's it. Okay. Now, rights of unpaid seller. So first of all, what is unpaid seller? Unpaid seller means seller to whom the buyer have not given the full price. So unpaid seller rights against goods. Suppose if goods is in the hand of unpaid seller. Right to lien. Lien means to hold the goods. Right of stoppage in transit. The seller can stop the goods if it is going to the buyer's house. Right to resell the goods. And right against the buyer. Unpaid seller can suit for the price and suit for the damages for non-acceptance. Damages means compensation for the non-acceptance class. That is important. Is that okay, class? So this is your point. Now class, the next one is Indian Partnership Act 1932. See class, it is just a quick revision. If you are just listening every word in a first time now, it is not called revision. Revision means you already know and we are just revising it. Okay. So Indian Partnership Act and SOGA Act, as we know that SOGA means that is the Sales of Good Act. These are the part of contract. These was the part of contract, but right now no. So class, in the Sales of Good Act, basically, no, sorry, in the Partnership Act, it is a relation between the person who have agreed to share the profit of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. That is called Partnership Act 1932. Is that okay? Kinds of partnership: partnership at will, partnership for fixed period, particular partnership. So there are three types of partnership. Partnership at will, no fixed time. They can continue their business with their own will. Partnership for fixed period, that can be for 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, etc. And particular partnership, the partnership is made to complete the particular project. When the project will complete, the partnership will be end. Okay. Now if we talk about the registration of partnership class, so the registration is not compulsory. The registration of partnership is class that is not compulsory. Is that okay? It is optional for the partnership to be registered. Who is holding out partner? Holding out partner means suppose three partners are there. P3 represent X person as a partner to the Z. Z is a third party. Now Z assume X as a third party. Okay, as a partner, sorry. Z assume X as a partner because of P3 words. Now class, P3 cannot take back his word. Now X will be treated as a partner. Suppose if any loss and profit will be done, in that case all four will be liable. Okay. So holding out means by words spoken or written or by conduct, represent himself for knowingly permit himself to be the represented to be a partner in the firm, liable as a partner in that firm, to anyone who has on the faith of any such representation given credit to the firm. Okay. So this is called partnership by holding out. So partners by holding out, that partner is allow himself to represent partner to the third party. That is called holding out partner. Okay. Legal position after minor attain majority. So class, this point is very much important. Okay. Suppose if X person is there, X is a minor, 15-year-old minor. If X become major, so he have a two option. Within 6 months he have to declare whether he want to become a partner, whether he not to become a partner. So he have a 6 month time period. Is that okay? So within 6 months he have to represent. Suppose if we say that I just want to become a partner, so his liability will be arise not from the date of admission, but from the date of when he admit as a benefit of the partnership. When he admit as a benefit of partnership, then only his liability will arise. Okay. And suppose if he declare that he don't want to become a partner, so from that day his liability will be end. So this is very much important class. So this is what the second paragraph is saying, that within 6 months the minor partner who has attained majority may given public notice informing that whether he was elected to become partner or not. That is very, very much important. And suppose class, in 6 months he failed to give notice, then he shall become partner in the firm on the expiry of said 6 months. So this is very much important class. Done. Okay. Now this is the dissolution of firm, that is ending of the firm. Dissolution by agreement, by notice, compulsory dissolution, contingent dissolution, and dissolution through court. So there are the ways in which the partnership firm can be dissolved. Tata, bye bye. Okay, compulsory dissolution. Suppose if the partner get insolvent, illegal business, insolvency, and some more point of illegal business. See, expiry of term, death, completion of work, registration by the partner. So these are the things in which the partnership firm can be dissolved. Any doubt class? if you have a doubt, at 12th of December, we will conduct the doubt session. Okay, so doubt session is going to be very much important. Doubt session is going to be very much important for the examination point of view. Done, class. So this is your dissolution of firm. Now, class, the Company Act. So class, Company Act is basically of 1956, but right now we have to study about the 2013 Company Act. 2013 Company Act. Okay, so company basically means that is registration is compulsory. Company is artificial legal person separate from its member. That is important. Independent corporate personality. Company have a independent corporate personality. Company have a limited liability. Perpetual succession. It means if all the members will gone, the company will come into existence. The company can also purchase a separate property. Company can transfer the share. Company have a common sale. But in 2015, now the common sale is not mandatory. That is very, very much important. And what is corporate wheel, class? Corporate wheel refers to the legal concept whereby companies identify separately from the member of the company. That is very important, class. It's a corporate wheel. Legal concept whereby companies identify separately from the members of the company. That is important. Okay, so this is the feature of company. This is the feature of company, class, that is important. Done? Okay, cool. Next one. Now the difference between partnership and company. So partnership is the mutual agreement between two and more persons to run the business, share the profit and loss. Company is the association of persons with a common object providing goods and services. Act, Indian Partnership Act and Indian Company Act. Minimum number 2, partnership is minimum, 50 that is maximum. 2 minimum for public company and 2 minimum for private company. Maximum 200 members for the private limited and unlimited member have a public limited. C class. That is very, very much important. Okay. Now essential documents, partnership deed, and for this MOA and AOA is the important documents. Capital required, no such amount required. In this one, the amount is required. Requirement of audit, no audit required in public, but audit is required in private one. Okay. Consent required for all partners before transferring. In partnership, it is not necessary, but in company, it is very necessary, class. That is important one. In company, that is very necessary. Is that okay? Now, the kinds of company. First of all, see the kinds of company. Then we will do the question. Statutory company, chartered company, registered company, Indian company, foreign company, limited by share, limited by guarantee, unlimited company, private company, public company, holding subsidiary and government company. So these are the important points of kinds of company. Okay. Now see about the kinds of company. The first is public and private. Public company is one which is registered in the share market of the country to issue the shares for the public to subscribe. Private company, it is one of the minimum paid up share capital as prescribed in the article of association. Okay. Number of member minimum 7, maximum no limit. Private minimum 2, maximum 200. Transfer of share, they are free to transfer. It is decided as per article of association. Share prospectus, it must be issued, but in private company, no need to issue. Name of company, in public company, the word limited is used at the last, and private company, the word private limited is used as the last of the company. Fundraising, it is very easy to raise the fund, but for this, mutual consent is required. For this one, mutual consent is required. Okay. Next one. Who can subscribe? The public can easily subscribe the share capital and the public can't subscribe the share capital. So this is very important about the discussion of this one. Yes, class, if you have a doubt, please note down your doubts. At 12, we will just do the questions. Done? Okay, class? Cool? Now, next one. About the MOA and AOA, Memorandum of Association, Article of Association. So first of all, these are the important documents of company. MOA, which talks about define the objective of the company, and OA talks about the internal management of the company. Parties concerned, it defined the relationship of company with external party. It defined members amongst themselves with the company. Alteration, special condition required. In AOA, special resolution required. Content, there are 6 clauses, and this is the discretion of the company. Ratification, that is called verification. Suppose if anything company have done beyond the MOA, that is ultra vires, and it will be void. It cannot be ratified. But in AOA, if the work is ultra vires, it can be ratified. Registration, it is mandatory. AOA, it is not mandatory. Subsidiary, it is subsidiary to the Company Act, and AOA is the subsidiary to the Company Act and MOA. Section 2 clause 56, 2 clause 5, let's talk about this section. Is that okay? So this is very important section about the company. Done, class? Now, the doctrine of ultra vires. What is ultra vires? Ultra vires means beyond the power. So according to doctrine means principle, rules. So doctrine of ultra vires means if anything happen which is beyond the memorandum of association, that work will be called as a ultra vires. So this is called ultra vires. So every company have to work within the power. Okay, next. Doctrine of constructive notice. What is constructive notice? Constructive notice means suppose if X person want to invest in a company Y. Okay. So for that thing, Y company will give MOA and AOA to the X person. Okay. Now class, memorandum and article of association he have given to X. But X have not read suppose 10 points. In that case, if anything will happen according to this from these 10 points, company is not liable, X is liable. This is called a constructive notice. Whether the person read them or not, it will be assumed that he knows the content of the documents. That is called constructive notice. Next is indoor management. Doctrine of indoor management, that is opposite of this one. So indoor management is basically same example. X want to invest in the Y company. Okay. Now in indoor management class, if we see, that is the exception of rule of constructive notice. Okay. And in indoor management, same thing. Y company have given MOA and AOA to the X person. After giving, company have changed something in article of association, but the company have not informed to the outsider or investor. In that case, the company is liable if anything will happen. In that case, the company is liable if anything will be happen. That is called indoor management. Okay. Member, the person who subscribed to the memorandum, it means whose name is mentioned in the memorandum, agreed in writing, and every person holding share of a company and whose name is the recorded as a beneficiary owner in the depository record. That is called member of a company. Okay. Rights of the member, statutory right that is given in the Company Act. Right to receive notice of meeting, attend and take part in the discussion and vote of meeting. Right to transfer the share. Right to receive copies of annual accounts of company. Right to inspect the documents of a company. Right to participate in appointment of directors and auditor. Right to apply to the government for ordering the investigation into the affair of company. Right to apply to the court for winding up the company. And right to apply for the NCLT for relief in the case. So these are the rights which is mentioned in the Company Act. Documentary rights, the rights which is mentioned in the memorandum and article of association. Legal rights, that is to be registered as a member of company's register of member. No personal liability of a company debt. They receive the dividend and participate in distribution of assets. So this is the legal rights which is mentioned here. Okay, this is the legal rights which is mentioned here. That is important. Okay, legal rights that is mentioned here. Prospectus, it is just like a brochure of a company. So prospectus is a document by which companies solicit funds from the public for its capital, either by the way of security. That is called this one. Example C, IPO. Initial public offering. That is called prospectus. Types of prospectus, you have to learn the highlighted things that I have highlighted. Okay, so what is deemed prospectus? Deemed prospectus means that's offers sale of security to the customer. Red herring, the price is not defined. Self prospectus, which offer one and more than one security to the public and customer. Abridged prospectus, the data given by SEBI. That is called abridged prospectus. This is called abridged prospectus. That is important. Number of director minimum 3 in public, 2 in private, 1 person in this. There is a minimum number of director. Maximum in all three is 15. There can be more than 15, but we need a special resolution. That is important. So the minimum number of directors, that point is important one. Every director have to hold qualification share. That's it. Okay, qualification share, the types of share, that is for the director of the company. This is not applicable for the private company. Disqualification, if any director is unsound mind, convicted by law, undischarged, insolvent, that person can be removed. At a time, one person can become 20 directed at a time and 10 for the public company. Types of winding up by the NCLT and voluntarily winding up. Okay, the company can be wind up. Done class? So this is very much important. The next one is Right to Information. Right to Information Act 2005. Okay. We are the citizen of India. We can just ask any information from the public authority. Public authority is a entity which work under the government. Okay. So information means any material in any form, including records, documents, memos, email, opinion, advices, press release, circular, order, logbook, contract, report, paper, sample, model, etc. That is the information. Okay, now right to information. Right to information is basically inspection of work, documents, record. Taking note, extract, certified copy of documents, record. Taking certified sample of material, obtaining information in the form of disk, floppy, tape, etc. So this is right to information. So we are the citizen of India. We have a right to ask for information. Okay, so we have a right. This is called right to information. Public authority. Public authority is the authority, body or institution of self-government which is directly or indirectly related to the government. That's why we can ask any information from these public authority. Okay, it is established, constituted by or under the constitution, created by the act of parliament, created by the act of state legislature, established and constituted by the notification issued and made under the appropriate government. That's it. Okay, any body owned, control, substantially finance, NGO substantially finance, directly or indirectly by funds provided by the appropriate government. So this is your public authority that's come under this one. Okay, and from the public authority we can just demand the information. Everything should be in the writing. Within 30 days, suppose if we ask the information from X authority, within 30 days they have to give reply. Suppose if the information is about the life and liberty of a person, within 48 hours the information should become. Life and liberty means suppose police unreasonably detain the person. So in that case you can file the RTI. Within 48 hours they have to give the reply. Suppose if you just send the information to the, suppose if you ask the information from the wrong authority, so the wrong authority will give the question to the, give information to the correct authority within 5 days. So this is your 5 days. Okay, this is your 5 days. Done? Now the first appeal. Suppose class, if a person not receive the, suppose A is a person not receive the decision within the time, that is within 30 days, or agree by the order of CPIO. Okay, so within 30 days, I can file the first appeal to the senior officer of the rank of CPIO. That is a first appeal. That is a first appeal of the senior officer of CPIO. Okay, it can be extended, but you have to give the reason. Suppose if we are not satisfied with the decision of senior officer, we can go to the CIC. And CIC, we can file the case to the CIC within 90 days. So within 90 days, we can file the case to the CIC. The appeal have to be disposed within 30 days. Within 30 days, they have to just complete this one. And it can be extended up to 45 days. It can be extended up to 45 days. That is important. So this is your second appeal. So class, you have to learn this diagram. A, agree, not receive information within 30 days and agree by the decision of CPIO. Within 30 days, appeal to the senior officer of CPIO. Not satisfied within 90 days to the CIC. That's it. Okay, this is important. Penalty 250 rupees, that is per day, up to 25,000 rupees. The appellant body, that is CIC, can without reasonable cause persistently fail to receive an application, has not furnished information within time specified, malafide intention, given incorrect, incomplete, misleading information, destroyed information, and obstruct the informing the information. So CIC can do these things. So class, you have to remember this particular diagram. That is important. That is class very much important. This one. So we are the citizen of India. We have a right to ask any question from the public authority. Information technology. With the help of technology, I think we have done everything. With the help of technology, class, we are doing everything. So class, this particular act taken the reference from United Nations Commission of International Trade Law. And when this act come into picture, IPC, some section of IPC change, Indian Evidence Act change, Bankers Book Evidence Act change, and Reserve Bank of India Act change. Investigation under IT Act, the police officer not below the rank of Inspector of Police will investigate the matter. That is important. Penalty, as you can see that penalty, the compensation, okay, and any officer not below the rank of Director to the Government of India or equivalent officer shall adjudicate the matter of IT Act. Or adjudicating officer have the same power just like the civil court. Appeal, suppose if you are not satisfied with the decision of adjudicating authority, you can appeal to the appellant tribunal. And appellant tribunal of IT Act is what? The telecom regulatory, this one. So this is your appellant tribunal name. Okay. An appeal should be filed within 45 days. This is an important one. Appeal shall be filed within 45 days. That is very much important. Okay, this is very much important. Now, an appeal should be disposed within 6 months. That is important. The copy of order shall be given to the each party, and after sufficient reason, we can also extend the period of 45 days. So this is very, very much important. Okay, every appeal that should be filed within 45 days. Okay, appeal should be disposed within 6 months. So these are the important things that you have to remember. Now about class LLP. About the LLP, Limited Liability Partnership. So it is a combination feature of partnership and a company. It is a combination features of class, partnership and company, that is called LLP. Now see, LLP is a body corporate, perpetual succession. Perpetual succession means, suppose if all the partner will dead, the LLP will go as it is. They have a separate legal entity. Mutual agency is there between the partners. Between the partners and agency, this one LLP. LLP agreement is the main important document. Artificial legal person also LLP. They have a common seal, but in 2015 it is not. Limited liability, the partners have limited liability. The management of business is in the hand of the designated partners. In LLP, minimum 2, maximum unlimited. And designated partner 2 in LLP. Okay. The partnership firm can be converted to LLP. The private company can convert into LLP, and the unlisted public company can also convert into the LLP. So this is the important impose. Okay. Then the Prevention of Corruption Act. This is the 8th one. The 9th one, that is TP Act, we will do it tomorrow. The 9th one, that is TP Act, we will do it tomorrow. Okay. So right now we will just finish our thing from the next act. Prevention of Corruption Act. So class, in the Prevention of Corruption Act now, we just appoint special judge who will just handle the matter, and that special judge appointed from the session judge, additional session judge, and assistant session judge. Okay. Any offense punishable under this act or conspiracy done, attempt to commit, abatement. Abatement means to induce someone. For all the things, special judge will handle the matter. Okay. And the government will appoint, that is central and state government will appoint the special judge. Everything should be tried by the special judge only. The accused may, under the CRPC, may be charged. The trial should be concluded within 2 years. Maximum we can give the time of 6 months. 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, up to 4 years. So minimum 2, maximum 4 years, they have to solve the dispute. The special judge can take cognizance of offense, shall follow the procedure of CRPC. The CRPC is a procedural law that follow in the criminal court also. The court of session, the special judge, the court of special judge is called court of session, just like in the criminal case, the lower court is called session court. And the person conducting the prosecution before special judge is called public prosecutor. The special judge can be also deemed as a magistrate. It can be sentenced, authorized by law to punish the offense. Okay, it can give any sentence, and it shall exercise the power and function exercisable by the district judge. Punishment, minimum 3, maximum 7-year punishment. Minimum 3, maximum 7 year of punishment in this Prevention of Corruption Act. Investigation in Delhi, Inspector of Police. Metropolitan areas, Assistant Commissioner of Police. In elsewhere, Deputy Superintendent of Police. So this is the area, and this is the designation of police officer. In bank, the investigation officer will be the police officer not below the rank of SP. Very important. And appeal and revision. Suppose if we want to appeal against the order of special judge, and if we want to revise the order of special judge, we can come to the High Court. We can come to the High Court class. So guys, that's all for today's. So today we have just done the 8th Act. Tomorrow we will start the session from the TP Act. So be ready. Okay. So thank you so much for attending the session. And 4 days, 4 Act we will complete. And at 12th of December, we will just conduct the doubt session. So if you have any doubt, please concern to the particular time period. Okay. Thank you so much.